1 Peter 3. In the same way, wives, be subject to your own husbands, so that, if any are disobedient to the word, they, without a word, might be won by the behavior of their wives, having seen your blameless behavior in fear. Your adornment should not be outward, arranging the hair, wearing gold, or putting on dresses, but the hidden man of the heart, with the incorruptible ornament of a meek and peaceable ruach, which is of great value before Elohim. For in this way, in former times, the Kodesh women who trusted in Elohim also adorned themselves, being subject to their own husbands, as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Adoni, of whom you became children, doing good and not frightened by any fear. In the same way, husbands, live understandingly together, giving respect to the Asha as to the weaker vessel, and as being heirs together of the favor of life, so that your prayers are not hindered. To sum up, let all of you be like-minded, sympathetic, loving as brothers, tender-hearted, humble-minded, not returning evil for evil or reviling for reviling, but on the contrary blessing, knowing that you are called to this in order to inherit a blessing. For he who wishes to love life and see good yomim, let him keep his tongue from evil and his lips from speaking deceit. Let him turn away from evil and do good. Let him seek peace and pursue it, because the eyes of Yahuah are on the obedient, and his ears are open to their prayers, but the face of Yahuah is against those who do evil. And who is the one doing evil to you, if you become imitators of the good? But even if you suffer for obedience' sake, you are blessed. And do not fear their threats, neither be troubled. But set apart Yahuah Elohim in your hearts, and always be ready to give an answer to everyone asking you a reason concerning the expectation that is in you, with meekness and fear, having a good conscience, so that when they speak against you as doers of evil, those who falsely accuse your good behavior in Mashiach shall be ashamed. For it is better, if it is the desire of Elohim, to suffer for doing good than for doing evil. Because even Mashiach once suffered for sins, the obedient for the unobedient, to bring you to Elohim, having been put to death indeed in flesh, but made alive in the Ruach, in which also he went and proclaimed to the Ruachs in prison, who were disobedient at one time, when the patience of Elohim waited in the Yomim of Noach, while the ark was being prepared, in which a few, that is, 8 persons, were delivered through water, which figure now also saves us, immersion, not a putting away of the filth of the flesh, but the pledge of a good conscience toward Elohim, through the resurrection of Yahusha Mashiach, who, having gone into heaven, is at the right hand of Elohim, messengers and authorities and powers having been subjected to him.